Hello, welcome back to the Vintage Oaks. Let's see what mayhem we can get up to, and hopefully you'll join me. La 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 la. Somewhere here. No. Wrong. Yeah, that's better. Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm going to see if I can fool precision farming.
Fool it.
Yeah. See if I can get her score up because of weeds. I know there's no weeds in the field, but just take the sprayer out and...
Yeah. Well, that usually always works, mate. Yeah. You see, finish preparing the field fully, seed it, then weed it, regardless if it wants it or not. And precision farming says, oh, you're wonderful. Here's an extra 10 points. Or 50. Yep. Yeah, done that many times. Now, when we left here last time, we were thinking of doing a contract. Is that correct?
Yes, there's a silage contract.
Ew. Let us look. Biling, Tedder and bile it? No. Tedder and bile it? No. Tedder and bile it? No. Bile the grass and wrap it for silage. Field something. 105. Is there only one? Silage. I don't know what that is. Tedder and tedder. Yep, there's only one. Silage. Field 109. Set. And 109 is somewhere on the map.
109 is just down the road from the shop.
Oh, is it? That's handy.
Yeah.
109 down from the shop. Shop is there. 106, 109, 108. Oh, 109. Oh, it's behind Farm 15. Yeah. Okay. Let us find a tractor. What have we got available? John Deere's too gutless for the mowers.
I'm using it for spraying right now.
That's good. You're doing a good job by doing that. Not streaming, mate. I thought you'd stream.
I am streaming.
Oh, I didn't get an announcement. Weird.
Streaming, and I lowered my latency a little bit. That might have been why I was different than what you
mine.
were for...
Yeah. I mean, mine's got latency, but yours was double that.
Yeah. What I might do is, before you leave the farm, I'm going to see, like at the two streams running here, I'll see how close they are.
Okay. I can't tell you because I don't have two monitors to watch two streams at the same time.
You just hooked on to that.
Oh, in real time, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we're almost mirrored up because when you hooked on, I jumped out. It's about the same.
Okay.
So that's probably what it was. Anyway, good on.
That's good.
Alright, precision farming is up.
It's up.
Yeah, it went from like 52 to 67, 62 to 72, 62 to 77. Like they're all
Yeah.
the fields, except the one that's not planted yet, are all what would you call it? Herbicide sprayed.
Yeah. That's what I'd call it. Well, that's good. A little bit of extra money spent for a much bigger yield. Worth it.
Well, that's what I was thinking when I thought about this, is because we're going to be doing silage contracts. This will give us a better payout on our extra bales and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Work smarter, not harder, maybe.
No, well, some people don't
Probably
believe
not.
in that. Now, I wonder if I can go round behind that farm and get to that field. I'll check. I really don't want to go through the farm.
Send the drone up and see if I can have a look ahead of you and see.
It's just off a main road, the edge of the field, so I'm assuming it will be right.
Yeah. Yeah, if you turn left,
Yep.
and you're going to turn on the your next left after that red brick house,
Mm-hmm.
and that should be your field.
There it is. Easy to get
There
to.
there you were.
Jolly goodly. And things and stuff.
So how was your morning?
Pretty good, actually. For something different.
Don't get used to it.
How was work?
Work was good. Productive day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How's Logan going? I haven't heard from him for a while.
All right. He's busy playing. Never mind. He's busy playing GTA, and what was the other one he played?
Well, he started playing Anno.
Oh, he's playing Anno. That's what it was.
Yeah, he couldn't believe how good it was.
Yeah.
Which it is. None of our crops have sprouted yet, have they?
No, the oat that you planted on day one sprouted. The oat that I planted, which was just today planted, like
no, it won't. I couldn't remember whether we slept or not.
Yeah, and they won't sprout again because of the 2 day seasons or 2-day months.
Oh, good. Saving, I hope.
I didn't get it.
Oh, great.
Getting a little perky jerky there?
A little bit. Bloody hell of a lot.
See when I get down here if it's the same for me or not. I'm just coming up the field here now, so.
I shot from one end of the field to the other. It's all good now.
Can I start bailing around the outside edges?
As long as you don't put any bales in my way, I'll be very happy for you to do that.
Wait till you get this little corner here. Finished off. 2 silage bales back at the house too, so we should count the bales here and I'm done. If I have enough, I'll take the 2 from there down, sell them all.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All done for.
Little field to cut.
Hey?
So it's a quick little field to cut.
Yeah. A little quick money too.
At least 15,000 for contracts. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be probably a good 20 by the time I finished, or over. Well
Yeah.
over.
First station.
Yeah.
Drop 2 bales in the field and I split them with the wings and just nudge them both just on the way by.
Yeah, I've done that on the occasional fluke.
That's pretty much it. Most times, drag it into the rake and catapult the tractor up in the air.
Yep.
P2.
52?
22. 22.
22. Not too bad.
Well, for quick little work to be done.
Yeah. While you're waiting for some bales to be wrapped, there's a tractor parked in front of the repair thing with mowers on it.
Yeah. I could probably run a bale or two of straw to the sell point too, I'd say.
Oh yeah. Could be done. Now there's no other contracts that are worth doing any sort. They're all the barley ones. There's a cultivator one for nothing. Harvesting one for 44 grand. That's not bad. Field 22. Wherefore art thou 22? Up the
What are
map
we
or
harvesting?
down the map? Let me look. Field 22 wheat. Field 22 wheat, and 22 is what? Way down the map? Let me guess. The numbers are getting lower down here. 22, 25, 26, 30, 22.
22 is a big field. It's on the east side of the map. West side of the map, sorry.
West side. 23. Oh, 22 is one of the biggest.
Yeah.
It's not how far. It's not far from us.
No, where's the sell point got to be? Go to.
For 22, sell point. Brighton Grain. Brighton Grain. Brighton Grain is. Brighton Grain is.
Close by, it's up at the top of the map. Just above that, so it's not too far to travel.
No, it's just above.
Potential.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Brighton Grains, yeah. I like it. Why don't we say do it? Use our harvesters and gear?
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Put the two harvesters in course play and just keep carting.
Yep. And please, don't do what Brummy did once.
What's that?
Put the first harvester on lead. Like when you flick through the harvesters, they're together. Harvester 1 and then harvester 2. When you get to harvester 1, send it off first and then follow it by harvester 2. Otherwise it gets confused. When you come back, say you haven't finished and you come back later and you go, oh, there's a harvester, and you fire it up. But for some reason it's harvester 2 and you put it on the wrong course, the wrong side, because you know harvester 1 will be on the left. Because it's the one that takes off and goes around the edge first. That's how I do it anyway, with multiple harvests. Really? That happened a couple of times on Western Australia, where we had the 3 harvesters working.
Yeah.
Brummy always gets on first. and I don't know, accidentally you just click on the harvester out in the field and send it off, and they were making a mess or getting in each other's way because what the wrong harvester was sent off first. Not blaming him, it wasn't, you know, it's not hard to do, get it wrong, especially if you're not the one that's originally sent them off.
No.
Not a bad amount of bales for a tiny field.
No. I'm just going to set those 2 harvesters heading over there. We'll pick up the bales. And
Yep, good idea.
how many of you wrapped so far? I got time to do a load of straw? Rummies?
Yeah. You got time to take a load of straw. We've only just started. Might have a quarter of them wrapped, if I'm lucky.
Okay.
I don't know where these bales go. I didn't look.
I'll have a look in a sec when I get up and stop here.
Oh.
Oh, it's BGA, so just up above our farm. Good.
Okay.
Actually, I go this way and see a new part of the map at the same time.
Yeah, you should be able to come straight in.
Yep. No, I can't go straight. I gotta make a few turns.
Yeah. Not straight as the crow flies. I thought you were leaving. Haven't you left yet?
Left yet for what?
Oh, he's on the road talking in Discord.
Ah, is he?
I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm on my phone in my hotel room or just.
Ah.
You don't have a sleeper cab?
No, I gotta wait for my trainer to show up.
Your trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
I'm gonna spend 25 hours with a trainer before I get my own truck.
No.
Where are you at now?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia is for lovers.
Yeah. That's what the license plate says. And the weather has been horrible. It's been nothing but rain and be humid until today.
Ah. Good truck driving weather.
Oh, it's been orientation sink. Yeah, I don't like orientations. All I gotta do is do this trainer thing, then I get my own truck, and then off I go.
Do you know yet what you're getting for a truck? What you're driving?
Well, there's only two choices. Freightliner Cascadia or an International LT.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of the two.
Hoping for the Freightliner?
No, actually. Because I think the Internationals have Cummins motors in them. If they do, that's the one I want. I drove an International before. I was more comfortable in that than I was a Freightliner. Actually, the International cabs are almost identical to the Peterbilt cabs now. Really, really similar. I like the International truck. It's just that, I don't know. It's like when you get some Chinese knockoff tool or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it looks the same, but it just doesn't last.
Yep.
I mean, that HX520 International I drove was a year old, had 130,000 miles on it. And it was more whooped than the 2018 Peterbilt that had 350 miles on it, 350,000 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
They just make everything cheap to try to compete, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty
What do
much.
you guys do?
We're on the vintage oaks. Doing silage contracts and harvesting contracts.
You guys in your contracts, just give up on farms, just contract it.
Contract fills out our day.
Yep.
Our farm work is done.
Yeah, it seems like that's all you guys are ever doing is contract. You start a map, do a bunch of contracts, and as soon as you start having to get a map, it's do some work, then it's, oh, geez.
Nah, nothing like that, mate.
How's Wonko's map doing?
It's been sent to
Submitted?
Giants, apparently.
Yeah. Submit it. Whether he'll get first round, you're rejected right away or not.
I think it's kind of a guarantee, at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you didn't dot your I across your T. We'll have to send it back out.
I'm not really too aware of anybody really getting it through Giants the first time, I don't think, on map.
They're pretty lackadaisy at the moment. If you want to mod the pass, good time to do it.
Definitely is.
Yeah,
And
busy people.
A lot of these YouTubers are kind of hungry for mod reviews and stuff anyway, so you gotta get some attention that way.
Easy money. Why wouldn't we do contracts?
I get tired of doing the contracts. It doesn't, like, to me, it doesn't forward my farm agenda. I just fast forward.
My firm agenda is to make money.
How dare you?
Well, I play differently than you guys do. You guys, Jamie, you play like a console player.
Born and bred.
No offense, because I was a console player. You play like a console player because that's what console players do. They play the game to try to make as much money as fast as possible because there's no other way to get money. There's no cheating. I did my console save game. I did tons and tons of contracts. I had a tractor and a plow and a tractor and a cultivator, and that's all they did. That's all they did. I would take them down to the field, hit hired worker, and I would just run contracts with them. And I don't think RB had any grass contracts on his map.
Easy to do, though.
Yeah, but I don't think he had any. But I did a lot of cotton contracts on his map. And that's where I made all my money.
We don't
And
do
he had
them.
some pretty good sites.
We don't do them that often.
Too.
We don't do them that often. Most of the time in multiplayer we start up the map ready to go. With a million bucks. But this is basically a start from scratch. We started with 60 grand, I think it was.
Yep.
And old equipment. Nothing big. Oh, well, you're wrong. Bloody hell.
Well, without my controller or a mouse, it makes playing games very difficult. I can't play Farm Sim because I don't have a mouse.
Oh, right.
We'll buy $2.99 plug-in mouse at some dollar store.
That's right. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's easier said than done.
Why are you going over there?
Freaking headset's down.
To me, that looks like on the right, you fucking clown.
Did you do a course play thing there or something?
Yeah.
Because my tractor went. Bleh.
Not terribly enthused about it. It's going the wrong fucking way. Left is right and right is left all of a sudden. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, nearest waypoint, you clown. That's why it's doing that.
Great door.
I know. Come back here, you bastard. Stop. Not first waypoint, it was on nearest. Even though it was right in front of the first waypoint. No, that's not close enough. I'll go to another one. Hello, Denzel. Sorry, mate. Hello, mate. I left still as to go to the first. Yeah, I know. Bloody shit. Not thinking straight or crooked or anything.
Denzel, good help is hard to find.
I know.
But then again, we get what we pay for.
Fucking nearest waypoint, you
Whoa!
dork.
There's a header trailer right there.
You fix it.
I almost fixed it. I almost wrapped it around the front of the JCB. Parks their header trailers in the middle of the driveway. Jesus.
I don't know, some dork. No names mentioned.
Alright. I'll give you the John Deere to part your grain with.
Oh, thank you, mate.
I'll give you the case. I'll take pity on you.
The case is only... The case. It's only 2 kilometres faster. But it pulls better. John...
It'll come up with the gears.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds better.
Different headset.
Yeah. You're not talking into a can.
Yeah.
Oh, but I like talking into a can.
Yeah, it sounded a bit like the can. You had your head in the toilet talking to us.
Well, I might have.
You might have, yeah. I thought you knew that, but I did. Shut up. Shut up.
That's it. Tell your viewers to shut up.
Yeah. I'm not biased. I'll tell anyone to shut up. But thank you, Denzel, for informing me that. And I read it after I realised what a dickhead I was. We baling and selling the straw, or can't be asked?
But it's money.
It's money. Money.
When we're all done, we can put a course play on the field, couldn't we? Let them go to town
What, for hay?
for the straw. Yeah.
Up with the straw? Yeah, we can do.
See what happens.
I've saved this field as a course play for harvesters in case we get the contract again. And if we've got different harvesters, then it won't suit. I've found that course play doesn't like you changing the width of something
No.
on a course that's already got a predetermined width.
It doesn't quite work, Johnny.
No, well, it's stupid. The course should go, okay, it's 2 metres wider, let's move everything across 2 metres. I don't understand why it doesn't do that. Must be too hard for the programmers.
Well, because it can't do that. It has to recreate a whole new course.
Yeah.
It can't just move all the lines closer, because then you would be missing half the field or something.
No, probably. Bloody.
Like, it sounds simple. It sounds simpler than it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does sound simple.
No, that's why I have such a problem with everything. Everything on Mod Hub is giant or tiny. There's nothing in between.
What are you talking about? Giant or tiny? What?
Like your seeders, your cultivators,
right.
your plows.
Either
Like-
3 meter or 36 meter.
Yeah, like your sprayers. I was looking for a 9-meter sprayer because that's all I needed. Then there's like the one little John Deere on there, and that's it. There's nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you get these British maps, you don't need anything very big.
No, that's right.
I'm trying to spray a field with a 36-meter wide sprayer, and you can't even unfold a thing in it.
Oh, there are mods out there. There's some 12-meter ones. Mods. And I think 6-meter one. Yeah, they're a vintage style herbicide liquid fertilizer sprays.
Yeah.
But you're right, there's not many. Like Giants don't bring them out.
Well, it's like I'd like a 12-meter cedar.
Well, there are 12-meter cedars.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I'd like an air cedar.
Yeah,
I found
yeah.
a John Deere one. There's a John Deere one with the tank on the cedar. It works really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's really, really expensive.
So you should do some contract to get some money. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's too wide for a British map, though, too. I like that potting. That Pottinger one is just perfect for a British map as long as it's not too tight and you can get it around.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. I use so much of the in-game equipment.
Yeah, we do too. But just occasionally we like to have something unique. Occasionally.
I'll be a minute before I get to the field, Johnny. I have to put 2 header trailers away before somebody runs into them.
Oh. Okay, I'll let you off. I only really need the second tractor and trailer when the first one's off to the sell point, which is where.
Okay.
Where was the sell point? I marked it, didn't I? I did. Oh, I have to stop right where there's fucking cuckoo birds. Jesus, British map builders.
He went out and recorded real bird sounds for this.
Did he?
Oh,
Yep.
Pain in the arse, you could have skipped the cuckoo. Lovely map, by the way. Except for the bloody cuckoos.
It's the cuckoo and the JCB.
Yeah, and the cuckoo.
well, you can't run them over or something?
What, the cuckoo birds?
Yeah.
No, I grew up with cuckoo clocks. Oh. I was reunited with them when I was sick in hospital. And I stayed at my brother's for a couple of months after I got released from hospital. He's got a effing cuckoo clock in the lounge room. Oh. Wake up in the middle of the night, 3:30. Go. Ah, Jesus.
Which one's 87, do you know?
The one behind, the one right here. Oh, they on stop? No, they're not. Make up your mind. Yes, you are. No.
Yep. Must be.
Well, I didn't put them on stop, but that'll do. I don't mind.
Can I change them?
If you want, unless they get to a part of the field where you just can't do it. Change it. Change it. You'll have to jump in both harvesters though. That one up there will ignore you on the first headland because it'll cut into the field.
Yeah.
You can shift tab, you know. You go backwards through the vehicles.
Is this the same guy that bitched at me for jumping from vehicle to vehicle and said, "Oh, you're stuck in all of them"?
No, no.
I can't remember.
That'd be another bloke. Wasn't me.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
Surprised that when they finally got you in the hospital that they let you back out. Well, I was too. They didn't want to, but they didn't have room for me. The option was, because they're so understaffed and out of beds, they will move me from hospital to hospital until they're happy to let me go. And I didn't like that, so I said no.
You may want to unload that one that stopped you on the field.
Well, I've got to wait for it to cut in. Because it won't let me unload it while it's in manoeuvres. Because it's a little bitch.
Yeah.
The yield isn't very impressive on this field, what a shame.
No. Well, there is a ditch along here. Must be a road somewhere out of it.
Yeah, probably way down the bottom. Might be at the top of the field, maybe.
I just want to just checking to see here. Yeah, there is one we drove by.
We did? I didn't
Yeah,
drive
you can
by
see where
anything.
yeah, you did.
No, I didn't, because I didn't bring them down here.
You drove next to the other.
All the equipment was here when I got here.
Whenever you drove by, unloading said combine, you would have drove by the little entrance road.
Oh, is that where you're standing on the map?
Where I'm standing here now, yeah.
Oh, you're just behind me there a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, I'm nearly full. Which is good. Then I'll crash me way to the sell point. Doesn't that sound familiar, Jamie? Same thing happens here, does it? Ah, bloody poor nurses. I felt sorry for them. Underpaid, overworked. Bloody plenty of doctors. Like doctors coming out the wazoo. Oh, there's another lane here, mate. I was right.
On your left.
Yeah, top of the field. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. I'll head off to the point of sales. Oh, I didn't know you were going to back out, but okay. Bloody turning axles. That's actually quite skillful of me. How did that happen? Lag spike. Stop it. Thank you. There we go. What day is it? Up there. Where am I? I'm down here. Going up there?
Hard right, yep.
Yeah. And up. Ah! Don't check maps and drive at the same time.
You drive like I do. Congratulations.
Yeah. I learned from the best.
Or the worst.
You and Brummy.
You never had a hope in hell, did you?
No. You played on the map for 5 hours this morning. That's cool, mate. You enjoying the map? I certainly am. Never a dull moment on this one. Always something to look at, always something to do. Always a tree in the way to swear at. Middle of nowhere in the country, and you don't have city rush hour traffic, which is good. A little bit of traffic would be nice, but yeah. Mommy. It's got to be in here somewhere. Entrance.
First English map you enjoyed, Denzel, yeah?
Yeah, it's tight, but it's not ridiculously tight.
No, I don't find it bad.
That's not
Valley Springs was tight.
Oh God. That was like, you know, anything bigger than a motorcycle was just too big to get around those roads.
Valley Spring wouldn't have been as bad if it wasn't like multiplayer, you know.
Yeah, no, I played it in single player and I did enjoy it. It was a lot easier in single player, especially when you weren't playing at 5-6 times speed.
Nah, wins.
I wouldn't do that, mate.
Uh-huh.
No. What field is that again? I'm going to send the tractor off while I get a coffee.
22.
22 Skidoo. 22A or B? I might go A. I'm just going to go A. Fuck it. A.
Hey.
I shall return.
Okay.
Oh, don't threaten us. Eee. Oh man, my roller coaster crashed. Whoops.
Was there any injuries?
Oh, people died. Oh, that was bad. That was pretty bad. That's bad too because it wrecks my park rating. So screwed. You don't have enough mechanics, then they don't inspect the rides. If they don't inspect the rides, then they crash.
That's not a good thing.
No. This roller coaster I just built is gonna be bad too.
Knowing issues before you start, that's not...
Well, the one that crashed, it's been running. It's been running perfectly fine. But every now and then it'll break down and then it'll crash, and that's just an aggravation built into the game. This one's got a very high intensity rating.
Farm sim and aggravation don't go together, mate. That can't be right. What are you talking about?
I'm full heading for the sell point here, Johnny.
Good. I'm here.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, yeah. I liked that game when it first came out. Number 1 and number 2 I had. Then I got tired of it.
One of the most brilliant games ever built.
One of them. In the top 10, 15, 10. 10.
Is it 10 or is it 15?
10. In the top 10.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can still buy it on Steam.
Yeah,
I finally got it to work. You have to put it in windowed mode.
Oh, yeah.
And then Windows doesn't freak out about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good old games out there. Graphically not as pleasing, but they're still good games to play that you can't play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, there used to be a Windows 95 emulator that you could play older games on Windows 95 if you had the emulator running, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, actually it works pretty well on whatever DirectX version that Steam has got that
Yep.
you install with it.
Yep.
It does work pretty well. But when I was running it full screen mode, the graphics look terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're all stretched and pixelated.
Yep.
And every time something would happen with the computer, it would just freak out.
That's it. Nothing like a good freak out.
Yeah.
I have them most days,
So.
and then I crash. I have to be rebooted. And then there's a queue up at the front door. Who gets the reboot? Bastards.
Oh, check my other roller coaster. This map is terrible to play.
Which map? The roller coaster map.
Yeah, this challenging one is not good. I'm not doing so well here. I'm gonna lose again.
I remember one roller coaster tycoon where you had half of it was on the side of a cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff there was a wide river. I remember that map. That was hard to play, but I played it.
Well, this one's very narrow.
Which version are you playing?
The original.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's got the corkscrew expansion with it.
Okay.
And that's actually the version that I'm playing. The expansion challenges. Because I did most of the other challenges on my home computer.
Yeah.
So I couldn't remember which one I left off at, so I said, well, we'll just start working on the next thing down.
Yeah.
But I forgot that it gets progressively harder when you get over here.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones are pretty easy. You know, the first one's basically playing sandbox. I think you just need a park rating of 600 out of 1,000 points. Pretty easy to do.
There was a version that was more or less like a horror version? Like everything was a spooky ride and a horror thing?
There was a... Oh shit, what happened?
Like theme park something? Or roller coaster tycoon something? It was a horror themed one. Might have been theme park.
They made one that was all real theme parks.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that one. No.
Yeah, there's a bunch of expansion packs, and then there was a bunch of like extras, extra kind of games that came out of it.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure it was called theme park.
There was another,
and one of the themes was horror. You know, it's spooky haunted houses, spooky roller coasters.
There was one that came out that you could ride the roller coasters, but it wasn't from the same. It wasn't from this company.
Oh yeah. Table hockey had no chance of crashing, but known to be picked up and thrown against the wall. Yeah. Yeah. Strangely enough, in the lounge room, I've got a table hockey. It's about 6 foot long, maybe 7, 6 foot long, and about 2.5, 3 foot wide. Oh, no, that's more like shuttle. You know, you got the two little round paddles that you hold, and like a hockey puck to try and shoot in the other end.
Oh, that's air hockey.
Air hockey. Yeah, air hockey, because there's a compressor underneath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, of course the Canadian knows all about air hockey.
Yeah.
Competitive we were. Air hockey, but table hockey's probably what Ben was talking about, the little players of the...
Oh, the little players, like a football thing, yeah.
Yeah, not the roll from the side, but you had rods to go back and forth, and you spin the rods to shoot the puck.
Yeah.
Foosball.
No, not foosball. Let's throw you a picture.
You're going to draw me a picture. You haven't got time for that.
I do it. You're
Okay, yeah, so I've got Roller Coaster Tycoon Original, Corkscrew Follies, and Loopy Landscapes.
Oh, right. No, don't have those, mate.
Alright, on to Three Monkeys Park.
Three Monkeys Park. That rings a bell, actually.
Also, it's got a bunch of cool looking roller coasters on it already. Oh, this is got... Yeah, that's neat.
That's table hockey. It's in general.
Oh, I don't know what to do with Discord.
Oh, you posted in Discord, mate?
Yeah.
Just a doc or the channel?
No.
Oh,
General.
Yeah, I remember having one of those.
Many a fight was started over that game.
Oh,
Let me look.
yeah. I forgot about those. Yeah, it's hockey foosball.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
And then
We had something similar here. We didn't have that, but we had cricket. I know you probably don't know what cricket is, but we had cricket. There were stumps at one end, you had your batsman, and you had fielders all around, and you had your bowler. And depending on what side you were on, of course. And there was, very similar to that. Looks similar. For hours,
yeah, I mean, it was...
When my dad was alive, we would drink Crown and play table hockey for hours, yeah. Crown Lager.
I'd say Crown Royal, I'm going to guess.
We have Crown Lager over here. It's bloody nice. I like Crown Lager.
Alright, now I gotta go fix all these. What's wrong with this park? Why am I here? Got three roller coasters.
Where are you driving to at 1,000 miles an hour? Kick them all out.
Kick them all out?
Yeah. Oh, you're doing the ups and downs, aren't you? Yeah, Crown Royal. Yeah, never heard of that one, mate. We have Crown Lager. It's got a crown on the label. It's a yellow label with crown and a crown above the crown, word crown.
Crown Royal's whiskey.
The whiskey.
Oh, it's a whiskey. As is a beer.
It's a good whiskey.
And it's also...
And it is a Canadian beer, I think, Crown Lager. Oh, what are you doing, you pain in the arse? You want to go up and down then. Just give me your load.
Yeah.
She
People
said.
look at me funny when I tell them I use Crown Royal to wash my dog. No, it's a shampoo, I swear.
Yeah, sure. Sacrilege it sounds to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I've gone too far. I'm looking for out. It's down further.
I'm kind of bummed that I want to play Wonko's map.
Wonko's map. Yeah, well, when you get back.
I'm only going to be back for 34 hours.
When you go, how long are you going to be gone for, do you estimate, before you'll be back
Well,
to playing computers on the weekend? Do you think?
I'm not going to be. I'll be home 1 weekend a month.
Oh, yeah. Until you've made
Well,
your
that's why I
fortune.
Well, that's why I got this one. I just need to, you know, I can only pack so much stuff for the bus ride and everything else.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go ride with another guy. And once I get my own truck, then I can get my control. Probably start playing Anno again.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be. Oh. I'll probably have plenty of time while I'm sitting around.
Yeah.
Because I have to take 10-hour breaks, so.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have to take a continuous 10-hour break, so.
Yeah, but you still got to sleep in that time.
I only sleep like 6-7 hours anyway,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Over here, it used to be a mandatory 4 hours sleep every, I can't remember, after 12 hours or after 18 hours. Can't remember. Been a long time since I've been in a truck. But that didn't come in until after I was finished driving. When I drove it, you could just drive 24 hours a day if you wanted to. But they didn't look kindly on it.
We've never had that over here.
They didn't look very kindly on it. They used to fine you anyway if they caught you.
They've had
That is,
those hours.
If you didn't diddle your logbook, that is, which we never did.
Well, you can't do anything. They got cameras that are watching you that tell you if you're doing something wrong. And
Well, they didn't back then, mate. This is a long time ago.
well, I know they didn't.
But hang on, this is the place. Where am I coming into?
I mean, it's not really that bad. You get 14 hours of
you
work
dickhead.
time. You get 11 hours of drive time.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Like, any more than that, you really should be working anyway.
No. No. And I imagine all the new laws would have saved some lives. A good friend of mine lost his life. Fell asleep because his boss kept him on the hammer. He had a delivery, like a lot. Wasn't just the one truck, but it had to be delivered. Couldn't stop until it was done. And my mate fell asleep only about half an hour out of town. Side of the road, into a ditch, rolled the truck. Cactus Ted. Never drove for that prick anyway. He was an arsehole, that everyone said. Just worked everyone literally to death. Ours has been very much better in Canada than in the States, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were pretty lax in the old days, though.
Well, being paper, it's kind of hard to police it. Now everything's just GPS. And they know where you're at and how much time you
Yeah,
spent there to the
yeah,
millisecond. And
yeah. Like we used to get to our destination an hour, sometimes more, early. But we didn't mark our logbooks that way. You know, it should take this many hours, so we got there at that time.
yeah, but the other thing is that
But there was a lot
you
less
can't.
traffic back then, a hell of a lot. And you'd be, you know, with the inspectors, you know, there's tollways, way stations. Well, they're everywhere now, but nowadays you'd be lucky to come across one going from A to B. And if you did, be lucky to be manned, you know, but now they are a lot stricter now.
Well, I think the problem is that too many people doing things they shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah. Oh, they've cracked down on it a lot. I mean, our truck was registered to hold 50 tonne, but many a time we'd hold 60 or 65 tonne. Doing 70 mile an hour, not good. Yeah, e-logs, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, back in our day we just had paper, scribble on it.
Well, we still have to keep paper with us.
Oh, yeah.
It's illegal. We don't
Yeah.
have, paper backups.
Yeah.
I don't know. This stuff's pretty reliable.
Back in our day we didn't have as nowhere near the amount of traffic now. We'd be barreling on through the hills at night and on narrow country roads, speeding. You'd be lucky to see another vehicle. Or unlucky, depends on how you want to look at it.
I don't know. I don't think that traffic's any different than it used to be around here.
Yeah, but I'm talking like
Certain
45 years ago,
certain
mate. 50 years ago even. 45.
I don't know,
45 years ago.
certain urban areas are built up more, but
Okay. Country was pretty dead at night. That's when you did your speeding. If you have an electronic log, you can't carry paper logs. Oh, okay.
no, you have to carry paper logs if you have an electronic log. You have to have blank ones, or you have to have them filled out for the days that your electronic log didn't work.
Oh, for the electronic one doesn't work. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to have the paper ones. You still can use paper.
They'd frown.
You still can use paper logs in an old truck, and you can use paper logs in a new truck as long as you don't go outside 150-mile radius from your home base more than 8 days a month. Then you can still use paper.
Yeah, because you'd be stuffed if your electronic log shit itself. You'd have to have some sort of backup, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Don't know. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
you
way
have to
ahead of
have.
my time.
Yeah, you have to have a backup with you.
Yeah. No electronic logs, no mobile phones. It's the good old CB radio.
Yeah, the instructor told us, he's like, don't even bother with the CB radio these days. He's like, no one has one. He goes, it's not going to do you any good. And I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah, I used to love it. Talk to randoms. I was in the local CB club. Very kinky. I memorised the 13 code, which won me a lot of friends. The 13 code. It was the swear channel that you could use, 13.1 or 13.10 or, like 10.4 good buddy, which means okay. There was a 13 code, which was full of swear words. I memorised that. Jesus, I used to piss them off. I didn't like the leader, the head of this CB club here, and I used to send him 13 codes all the time because there's no ID, doesn't know who you are. I'd hear him on channel and I'd let go a few 13 codes and who's this? He didn't know the 13 code, but he knew there was one out there that contained a lot of swear words and derogative terms. When you were allowed to use derogative terms.
I don't know why we just can't be nice, Johnny. Why you gotta be derogative?
Is my friend a new driver? You mean the guy talking, Doc? No, he's driven trucks for a fair while, but he hasn't done this kind of truck driving yet. Well, he has, but he hasn't. He's going to work for another company. And he's got to wait for his destructor to come along and destruct him for how many days? Couple of days?
Yeah, a couple of days. Make sure I can hit things when I back up.
Yeah. You got to do that, mate. Aren't you full yet, Joe?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, jeez.
82.
Oh, yeah. Last two I left where I was at about 90 and I left.
Some of those guys are kind of scary watching them maneuver.
Yeah.
Well, like they gave us this little backup test. All you had to do was pull forward and back straight up.
Yep.
And people got all freaking out of sorts with it.
Yeah. Pretty
With
easy
people
back
coming out with,
when I got my license.
Yeah, but to get your license now, people should be able to back up.
Oh, you had to then
get
too.
Your license now.
I had to back up on back through an S-bend. And yeah, I drove through the S-bend. The cop said drive through the S-bend, stop at the end, now back up to the start of the S-bend. Oh, okay. And it was a double S. And after I got through the first S, I was going, and he said, nah, that'll do. That's enough. Drive me back to the police station. That's when you used to go to the police station, get your license. Who are you going to work for? Denzel wants to know, no?
Western Express.
Western Express. You're going to run out of west, though. They'll have to be Northern Express on the way back, won't they? Eastern.
Yeah, could be.
They'll give you a couple of door stickers. When you're heading west, you put them on your door, and when you're heading back north, you've got to put Northern Express on the door.
You mean Eastern?
No, Eastern, sorry. I have one of my trucks heading to the US tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. There you go,
Yeah,
Doc.
I'm gonna haul flatbed.
You want to move to Canada? Go and work. See if Denzel's got a job for you.
No, I do not want to move to Canada.
That's all right.
Nope.
We don't want you.
Yeah.
No, I like Canadians. Man,
You like
Canadian
Canadians.
women are so much fun over there across the river. I mean, we're actually, we have Canadians come over to Niagara Falls and Buffalo all the time. I mean, you see Ontario plates everywhere in the parking lots. I don't know, must be the exchange rate is so much better over here or something for you guys. I don't know.
Exchange
Every
rate's
shop-
worse. Our money's not worth as much as yours.
I don't know. It used to be 50 cents to $1, but I think it's almost identical now. Would be my guess, because I've never seen so many Ontario plates at the malls and shopping centers. Everywhere I go, it's all Canadians.
$1.38 right now. Cost me $1.38 to buy an American dollar.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah, ours is not that good. It's about 75 or 80 cents for an Australian dollar.
So why you guys keep coming over here to shop?
We don't.
Oh, it's the draw. It's the.
Oh,
I get friends
yeah.
who get in New Hampshire all the time.
So you go to New Hampshire?
I don't know.
Do you guys have a high sales tax or something?
15%.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Free health care.
Yeah, free healthcare over here too.
15% sales tax? Are you guys on crack? I don't think New Hampshire has a sales tax, does it?
That's why people like to go to New Hampshire.
Yeah. Out of Quebec there. That's pretty far from you, though. It's at least an 8-hour drive.
Johnny, I gotta go. I got a fire call, bud.
All right, mate.
I'm just gonna pull off to the side of the road.
Yeah, just leave it there, mate. You can pick it up later.
All right, take care, guys.
You too.
Yeah,
Watch
see you,
yourself.
Jamie. Good luck. Good luck.
Thanks.
All by myself again.
I'll
Bloody
keep the company. I'd sign on, but
Yeah.
can't. No, I figured it was time for a new map, a new computer. So I'll play the Wonko map when I get the chance. That'll be my new single player.
Yeah.
And then if I don't like it, I'll tell the map author
You
to
tell him.
change it.
You tell him.
I'll give him hell.
Yeah.
Didn't really find a whole lot really on the map, a lot of stupidness, but a lot of that, like Wonko and I were talking, a lot of that was inexperienced doing the maps. Next
Yeah,
time he's
yeah.
gonna have it.
Yeah. At least, well, as far as I know, all the issues have been fixed, which is a good thing.
Yeah, he seemed to think he said he got everything through test runner.
Yeah.
Couldn't find any more errors in the log. So
No, everything seems to be working.
I told him he needs to start learning Blender so he can make his own buildings, and then we won't have all those problems with trying to get other people's stuff to work.
Yeah. Brummy's been trying with Blender. He's been successful with a few things.
Well, like I talked to Brummy, like with water planes and stuff. He's like, well, they turn out different every time I do them. I'm like, well, then do them again. We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
It's, and, you know, it's like, I export things and it doesn't do what I want. And, you know, like, so I was trying to do those borders. I export it. And all 4 of them are there, but they all got the same material for some reason.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
can't figure out why. And then, you know, I finally just exported them all one at a time because I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. The joys of map building.
Well, it's just the Blender thing I don't understand.
Ah. I tried to learn Blender once, gave up on it. Too much rooting around for too little gain. Let someone else do it.
Problem is you gotta, no matter what you do now, you pretty much have to use it.
Nah.
You really don't have a choice.
Nah. I do. Do I miss building maps? Yes. Will I ever get back into building maps? No.
I mean, you gotta. Yeah, there's just a lot of.
I'm not running Windows 11 yet, mate. No. I won't be until I absolutely have to.
It'll be Windows 14 by then.
Possibly. I'm using Windows 10, the last Windows you will ever need. Don't you remember that slogan?
Yeah.
From Micro Bullshit?
The problem I have with Windows 11 is they're turning it into Apple. And if I wanted Apple, I would buy a Mac.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think maybe the problem I always had with Mac is it doesn't do what I want it to do.
No.
It does what it does. That's it.
Yeah.
You learn to use it as it is.
Yeah.
You don't get to customize it. But now, Windows 11, they make it impossible to change the settings. It took me 2 hours to figure out how to get rid of the sign-in. I don't want to sign in with my Microsoft account.
No, I've never done that. I don't want them to know. They know enough as it is. There's that much intrusive software on all the Windows, and they're getting worse and worse. Windows 11 is packed with intrusive shit.
Uh-huh.
And there is a method to get rid of it all. There's guys, technicians online doing YouTube tutorials on how to get rid of all the intrusive crap on Windows 11. Make everything run smoother and get them out of your business. Because that's all they're doing. They want to know where you go, how often you go there, what you do when you get there. They don't need to know that. Fuck off. And there's other videos out there with for Windows 11 saying, you know, people have got, don't install this on it, don't activate that, don't do this. Jesus Christ. I watched one of the videos, and it was about 20 minutes long, and the list of stuff he said not activate and take off because it'll do this. I thought, that's fucking criminal. Most of this stuff, that their information they're getting, that's terrible. But because they're a big corporation, they're allowed to get away with criminal acts like that. It's shocking. And that's saying something, you know.
I think that we need to amend our Constitution, and we need to put in that you have a right to your data.
Well, you do.
You know what I mean?
It's property.
Because these companies are selling all our user data and making billions of money off of it.
Yes. That's what they do with all the information they get. They sell it to the highest bidder. And I mean, if that's not criminal, tell me what is. Bloody bastards.
Well, then they're brainwashing us with the advertisements they sell us and what they show us in Google. Because if you and I type the exact same thing into Google, we get different results.
Yes. Because they know.
Why do we get different results?
They know what you're looking for. Because of your search history. They keep all that in track. Right? If you search for something for the very first time that I've been searching and used for years, I'll get the right result, and you'll be given the runaround of different ones. So you search again and search again and search again.
Yeah, but I've noticed that certain people, like if you look up certain people that are not liked by, you know, the media companies.
Yeah.
Like, let's say Alex Jones. Everybody knows Alex Jones is a conspiracy theory. He's one of those guys that you like to listen to because he's so far off the beaten path that sometimes he gets it right.
Yep.
Or sometimes he found a trail and started sniffing on something that led to something not what he was going down, not what he was saying, but you know, it got in. There was something there.
Yeah.
But you can't, you know, you can't find anything out about him that's not basically saying he's a whack job.
Yeah. Well, according to everything, every conspiracy theorist out there is a whack job. They're making it up and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. A lot of them have damned definitive truth that it is a conspiracy, but they get put down by,
I never
you
would give a conspiracy theory the time of day before COVID.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth out there.
Oh, you know, there's a bunch of people. Cause, you know, it's like the George Bush steered Katrina into, you know, Louisiana and New Orleans. Like, no, he didn't. You know, George W. Bush didn't pull the little magical hurricane steering joystick out of his desk and steer the hurricane into Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like, we know that didn't happen. But why won't they release the JFK records? Why won't they declassify it?
No.
How come no one will give us the straight answer on Area 51 in Roswell?
Yeah.
Why is that all redacted?
Yeah. It's a lot of that stuff, mate.
You know, why are that's continuing to keep this stuff classified?
Well, yeah. And why do people go missing? Assumed lost. Why do people get involved in car accidents that are on the brink of the truth or have released what they know? You know, happens all the time.
It's just a coincidence, though.
There was a reporter in
none of it.
In the 50s and 60s, right? Female reporter for the New York Times, and she was looking into JFK, and she had all the documents, everything, copies of stuff proving how he was killed and who killed him. And she knew bad things were going to happen. So she gave all the documents to a friend in private, in secret, so she thought. Now, she woke up dead in her house the following day. They found her in bed, full in her night clothes, laying on top of the bed that she hadn't slept in for 5 or more years. She slept in another room. She was found dead in there with some sort of concoction in a glass beside her. Police came in, took the evidence, took the body away, investigated the crime scene, supposedly. And her friend was found dead 2 days later, the one she'd given the documents to. No documents were ever found. And no investigation was ever done, proper. And when they did decide to do it, because they thought the New York cops were corrupted to, forego this. So detectives from another police station, might have somewhere near New York, might have been Manhattan or somewhere, went to get the evidence and start a new investigation. The evidence was gone. What do you mean the evidence is gone? The evidence is gone. Okay, where's she buried? In the grave. She's in a grave at the, place. Jeez, I can't remember her name. I really liked her too. No. Well, where's her death records? Oh, they should be at the coroner. They went to the coroner. Death records? No, we don't keep them here. We don't have those death records here. Well, where are they? We don't know. I mean, knock me dead. Trying to, they buried everything. Apparently it was all destroyed. She never slept in the bed she was found murdered in her night clothes, because that was that lump was a bit high. That was like where she slept with her husband, like a double bed. She hadn't slept with her husband for years, because he'd been having affairs, and so did she. So they stopped sleeping together. And obviously the assassins didn't realise that and put her in the bed, that her and her husband used to sleep in. But he didn't sleep in that bed anymore. He didn't even stay at the house anymore. And she slept upstairs because she didn't want to sleep in their old bed. And that was buried. Oh, I can't remember her name. She was the daughter of the New York Times editor at the time. And she was an investigative reporter. Also a personality as well. Oh, God, I can't think of her name. But yeah, sad state of affairs when they can do that. And that's why all that JFK stuff's been buried. God, they've been investigating that since it happened. Still nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand that whole thing. Like, when is, you know,
The
when
person,
does the truth come out?
the person that she gave the documents to was obviously murdered, and her remains were all put away, you know, and all the evidence was lost from that murder scene as well. But she had the documents, so they had to do something with her because she knew for sure and had proof. Now, other people, friends she leaked information to, they weren't. They were left alone because they had no proof. You know, they were just spouting rumours. But a lot of those friends said it was FBI involvement. And the doctor that did the coroner's report on JFK when he was rushed to the hospital, he came forward after he finished work, like after he retired many years later, and said, yeah, the coroner's report is false. He wasn't shot in the back of the head. He was shot through the throat. Most of his, under his chin, most of the throat was missing. Big chunks out of it, and half the back of his head was missing. It had gone through the front. It's... if you've got authority, power, if you've got money, you can get away with anything. Like Bill Gates.
Oh, you mean with him and his underage girl fetish?
Yeah, he's Pedophile Island. What's
Yeah.
that producer? Oh, I can't remember his name either. Shit, I'm shit with names. But he had an island set up. And Bill Gates was interviewed about it. What island? I've never been to any island. Oh, Jeffrey Edelstone. I've never been to an island. I didn't know he owned an island. But hang on. What? We've got evidence you've visited that island 15 times. No, you haven't. Yes, we do. Anyway, he turned around and walked away from the interview. Fucking disgusting filth they are. Sad.
Wow, Clinton's killed him.
I love it when people say things like, "Oh, Bill Gates isn't like that. Bill Gates doesn't own Microsoft anymore, so you can't blame what Microsoft are doing on him. He sold Microsoft, but he's still a major shareholder. He didn't sell it whole as bolus. He's not that stupid." Jamie, you left the engine running. Bloody hell, mate.
Nah, he's just gonna sit here and collect his profits off of it for the rest of his life.
Oh, God, yeah. Hopefully it's not too long a life. God knows how many more people he'll destroy.
Well, him buying up all the farmland concerns me. He's a wacko environmentalist.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole reason he's buying farmland is because he wants to take it out of production because farmers are ruining it.
Yeah, they want to make all our food in a chemical factory so that they can control us. Get us hooked.
Well, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I'm just ready for the human kibble. You pick it up in 40-pound bags.
Yep.
Should last, should last a month. It's good for 10 years in storage. It's made for bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Bill Gates is pushing that. Eat bugs. Oh, God. Which one? This one needs on.
Yeah, we'll all be eating a version of dog food.
Full of bugs and other chemicals. Get you hooked on different things. Get into your
yeah,
head.
they're gonna put they're gonna put some sort of addictive property to it, so that you can't get off of it.
Well, they do that.
They can't have you just not want. You gotta have, a reason to keep eating it.
Yeah, you gotta want it. Good old kibble. Nothing like good old kibble in your diet. Dogs love it. It's got a wormer in it, so you can be dewormed it while you're eating. Lovely.
Yeah, I don't really want to eat bugs.
You want to eat bugs?
No. I mean, in all reality, if you think like a globalist, okay, you have to think like a globalist.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest cost of healthcare is obesity.
Yeah.
So if you can solve obesity,
But they're making us obese on purpose, mate.
no, they're not. You gotta think like a globalist.
Oh.
Because healthcare is a huge cost to the governments around the world, and the biggest cost of healthcare is directly related to obesity.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get rid of obesity, you can cut your healthcare costs basically in half. It's pretty much half of all the problems are obesity related.
Yeah, a lot of it is, yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of your diabetes and your heart disease are directly related to your obesity.
Right. Yeah. That's later on set stuff.
Yeah. So if you get everybody on the bug diet that's easily controlled,
Yeah.
then you don't really have to worry about the obesity thing. But I don't really think that, I don't think it would work anyway because, well, what's stopping people from eating a whole box of kibble?
Yeah.
You couldn't make it taste good because if you made it taste good, people would just keep eating that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't stop a dog from eating too much. They'll eat as much as you give them.
Yeah. No, it's a brain thing that makes you want to eat all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you actually ate what your body needs, it's so little.
Yeah, it's not much at all.
Well, like the Australians, you guys eat about, your average meals are about half the size of ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just love to eat over in this country. That's all we do. That's why we're the fat Americans.
Yes.
Symbol of prosperity.
Why are you turning off the field? You don't need to. You're a pain in the ass. You're not doing the inside run, so I don't know why you're pulled off. You're not going to reach, are you?
I mean, it's not like there's anything we can do about it.
Not really.
Sit here and be peasants to the cause.
Yes.
The problem is that in the 1930s, the fascists had a lot harder time controlling people. This day and age, the fascists can just control you without you knowing that you're being controlled.
Yeah. Yeah.
If everybody just get off social media. Just get off social media. Get off Facebook. Get off TikTok.
Yep.
You know.
Yes, and the dumbing down of the school system since the 50s by all the world governments did the trick.
Oh, since before that.
Well, possibly, yeah, but the 50s I know about because of the interviews they did with school teachers back then. They were retired school teachers. Like they interviewed them in the 60s after they'd retired. And the things they told us that the government brought in, you know. School doesn't prepare you for anything anymore now. Doesn't prepare you for life. Doesn't prepare you for a job. Doesn't prepare you for anything.
That's the bizarre thing.
You leave school and if you go and live by yourself, you would have no idea how to look after yourself. So you have to buy the takeaway foods, the quick meals, all the shit that's full of drugs and friggin' chemicals to eat. Well, back in my day, you had home economics, you had workshop, anything, you know. They'd run carpentry classes, they'd run metalwork, all that sort of stuff. How to cook. But not anymore. They phased it all out. They took away history because they don't want you learning about history unless it's your major, and then you'll learn bullshit history from their perspective. Because they don't want you to know that what they're doing now, they've done before, many times. The thing that we learn from history is that we don't learn from history. Pack of arses.
Well, it's funny because when I was in school, they didn't want anybody left behind. So they had all these. So
Right.
what they did was they made the standards really, really high,
Yeah.
and then nobody could pass the tests, or nobody could ace the test anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause they didn't want people getting, perfect scores.
No.
And then he wanted everybody to do math and reading at the same level, at the same time,
Yep.
and that's impossible.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, Denzel,
So that
I don't
didn't
know
work.
why he'd ended up on the outside row. It should have been inside. But, yeah. Happens, I guess. Dumb bloody thing.
He must have hired Grummy to do that one.
Yeah. Must have.
No, that public school system is a public indoctrination system.
Yep. Wasn't too bad when I was there. We still had history. We still had that. We still had home economics. And it wasn't aimed at women. It was aimed at all the students. There were boys doing it, girls doing it. Yeah, the majority were girls. God, you couldn't do it now. No one would want to know how to boil water, how to bake a cake, how to cook.
Yeah, but women aren't women anymore.
No, I know, but humans aren't humans. Like, kids at school, like I used to do home economics. My major was history, and I did metalwork, and I took the carpentry classes when they were available. They weren't available every week. I'd skip metal class and do carpentry for 1 week when it was available. But they're not interested anymore. I learned how to weld, how to panel beat, because we worked on cars. They'd get an old car from the wrecker and we'd have to try and fix it. I did, I rebuilt an engine when I was, a motorcycle engine, when I was 13 years old. I had to borrow money off Mum to go and get parts for it. New bearings, new piston, new rings, all that. I had to replace the clutch in the gearbox when I was 13, and I got the motor running in a motorcycle. I loved it. But anyway, it's time for me to say I'm going.
Okie dokie.
Because it is lunchtime and I'm bloody hungry. So thank you for being here and watching. Those of you that did, like Denzel, thank you so much, mate. I'm glad you're playing this map. I'm very much enjoying it, as many people are. It is a lovely map. So, till the next time, I'll be on this map again. What's today? What's today?
Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be on your Tuesdays, my Wednesday, back on this map, and I will be streaming then. If I stream before then, it'll be a damn fluke. So I hope to see you all then, and thank you again. Thanks to Jamie. Hope he's okay. Hope it was a false alarm. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye-bye all.
Bye-bye.
What?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.